Hi and welcome to Dave Culinary. I have been away for about a couple of months. There was a family situation that I was dealing with. Lost my mom in December, so was getting through that difficult time. But I'm back now and I'm here to come back with new recipes on 1st, 11th and 21st of the month. Hi and welcome to Dave Culinary. I'm Punita Dave and today we are going to make a very different type of ravioli. It's an innovative ravioli. It's a combination of Indian cuisine and Italian cuisine. So we are going to make a samosa ravioli. So we're going to make a ravioli, but we're going to use different type of a filling and a different type of a sauce to make it. So let's jump right in and get started. So there are three parts to making the ravioli. One is the dough. So you have to make the dough right in order to get really great raviolis. Second is the filling. So whatever goes inside the dough, the filling that you have to make. And then is the final prep and the sauce to make the ravioli as a dish after the raviolis themselves are made, because you serve them with some sort of sauce. So we are going to work through our ravioli preparation in three steps. One is the dough, second is the filling, and third is the final prep. So let's look at the ingredients for making the dough. So let's look at the ingredients first. We have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, a pinch of turmeric, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I did not have heavy whipping cream today, so I'm using 1 cup of half and half and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So instead of the fat in the cream, we are replacing it with the fat in the oil. Now we are going to knead the dough. First we'll mix the dry ingredients. So we'll mix the turmeric and the salt, and then we'll add oil, and then we'll knead the dough using half and half. So the dry ingredients, mix it well, then the oil, and we'll add half and half as needed so that we don't end up adding too much. For this dough I used about 1 cup or maybe a little less than 1 cup of half and half, so make sure you don't add all at once. Once we have kneaded the dough, we'll grease it with a little bit of oil, and then we'll put it in refrigerator to chill for about 30 minutes to 60 minutes. So the dough is coming together. I've kneaded it a little right now, and then I'm creating a bowl out of it, and then I'll grease it with a little bit of oil and refrigerate. Let's now look at the ingredients for making the filling of the ravioli. So the ingredients for the filling are about 1 to 1/4 cup of boiled and finely diced potatoes, 1 tablespoon of ghee, 1.5 tablespoon of peas, half a teaspoon of lime juice, half a tablespoon of finely chopped cilantro, 1/4 tablespoon of finely chopped mint, 1 teaspoon of chili-ginger paste, a 1/4 teaspoon of carom seeds, half a teaspoon of salt, a pinch of chaat masala, a pinch of black pepper ground, 1 teaspoon of dry fenugreek leaves, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of bread crumbs as needed for binding. I did not use any for this recipe, but if you need it, you can use it. So those are the ingredients. Let's now work through the filling. First thing we'll do is we'll take the fennel seeds, cumin seeds, and coriander seeds and crush them with mortar and pestle. We only want to coarse crush them like this, and then we are going to heat up a pan and add some ghee to it, and then add the crushed seeds to the ghee for the tadka. Once they are roasted, we'll add our potatoes and peas and give everything a really good mix. After that, we'll add our fenugreek leaves, chaat masala, salt, black pepper, lime juice, ginger chili paste. So all the ingredients except for the cilantro. We'll mix everything together, crush the potatoes as needed, and finally add cilantro. You can see that it's all coming together. Mash the potatoes more if needed. Also, if it sticks to the pan, that's great. It adds a really good flavor. Our filling is now ready. So let's now make the raviolis. Our dough has been chilling for 30 minutes, so I put it in a Ziploc. You can use a wrap as well, cling wrap if you want. And I'm going to dust the surface a little and then knead the flour a little more. You can see the gluten has now formed in the flour. And we are going to make 2 equal parts of this because we are going to make 2 sets of raviolis. And then for the one part, we will again make 2 pieces, one a little bit larger and another smaller. We'll then roll the larger piece and the smaller, and at the same way we are going to roll the other 2 pieces, so a total of 4 pieces. And then we'll place it on the ice tray, the one large piece. There are ravioli molds that you can use. I have them, but I prefer it this way. This is easier. Once we have put in the filling, we grease the edges with water so that the 2 surfaces of flour stick, and then cover it up with the smaller piece and then press it down and turn it over. Now make sure you don't spill everything as you turn over. Press the ice tray a little to create an impression and then remove the extra dough and also cut your raviolis. The next step is to make sure the raviolis are sealed properly, so we'll use a fork and seal our raviolis. If they are way too open, if the filling is way too much, you can remove the filling, but make sure you seal the edges this way so that your raviolis don't open up when you boil them. So they are now ready. We made about 11 to 12 raviolis using half of the filling. So the other 2 rolled doughs and the half of the filling will make for another 11 to 12 raviolis. So let's now move on to boiling the raviolis. For that, I have boiled the water with a little bit of oil and salt in it. Oil so that the raviolis don't stick to each other. You have to add them while the water is boiling, so if it cools down, make sure you pause a little. After about 3 to 4 minutes, the raviolis start floating up. That's when you know they are ready. So take them out in a bowl. And we are now ready for the final step. And let's now look at the ingredients for making the ravioli in the final step, where everything comes together and you have your ravioli as a dish. So for the final step, we are going to do a tadka with butter, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of cilantro, 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts, cashews and yellow raisin. I have washed my cashews and raisin. Walnuts I haven't. And also green yogurt chutney. You can add that to taste. You can look up the recipe for green yogurt chutney in our chutneys and sauces playlist. So those are the ingredients. I've heated up the pan, and to that I'm going to add my butter and give it a good stir. If the pan is too hot, you can lower the heat. But you want the butter to melt at a little bit of a high heat so that it gets you the flavor of ghee. Now to that we are going to add the walnuts. Walnuts and cashews and raisins are completely optional. If you don't want to add them, you can skip them. You can even add cilantro or sage. And then we'll add our raviolis to this, and we'll give it a really good mix and let the raviolis warm up a little. We can keep it simple this way. If you want to add ketchup and sauces to this, you can do that as well. Any tangy and spicy flavor will go well with this. If you want to add those sauces, we are going to now take this out in a serving bowl, garnish it with cilantro, and we are going to top it off with green yogurt chutney. This goes really well with samosa ravioli, especially if you haven't added any sauces. But look at the yumminess and the deliciousness of this dish. It tastes really, really good and yummy. Do try it out. Look at how delicious it is. We absolutely loved it, and this is my own creation, so I hope you like it. So that was our samosa ravioli. I hope you like the recipe, and I hope you try it out and make it and you like it as much as we do. We absolutely loved this recipe when we made it. So please do make it and try it out. And if you have not already subscribed to our channel, Don't forget to do that, and also please tell your friends and family to subscribe to us. And also don't forget to like us. And I'll see you in our next video. Till then, bye bye.